Hello, this is Jeff Talks Learning to Rise. We are on day 8 of 14 videos in 14 days, or should I say 14 days, 14 videos about positivity and encouragement in 14 days. So, before we get started, first of all, I want to say our topic today is going to be about relationships, specifically positive, happy, and encouraging relationships. And after that, I want to invite you guys to click the link down below and subscribe to my email address, my email list, apologies, and to check out the podcast. I'm going to do my best to do another podcast hopefully soon. I have been kind of just focusing more time and energy into these videos, and probably within the next week or two I'll have a new podcast out there. So be sure to go to that website, check it out, guys. Subscribe to the email list. And without further ado, I think we'll get started. I guess I kind of want to also say that I had a really good day today. Just really good day. Not every day is good, but I feel very good about a decision that I made, specifically with work, or with my job currently, and I decided to stay, to just be exactly where I'm at and grow in that position. So super grateful. So about relationships, specifically like happy relationships, those people that call you where you almost get like a jolt just by having a text from them, or just by seeing who's calling, or the anticipation, like a happy anxiety, a positive anxiety feeling that, like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get to hang out with this person, or the feeling of after you leave from the hangout and you just kind of like, wow, like that was a great conversation. Those are some great topics. I feel like I'm a better person now after having that conversation, after having that connection with that person. And I guess what I really want to start off by saying is I had to heal a relationship with myself first. And I'm beginning to see a pattern with these videos, actually, and I'll touch on that briefly. Is for me, in my experience, all of these topics really need to start with me, right? And if you're enjoying these videos and whatnot, like, hopefully they like we can talk about stuff that's kind of external, like somebody else or something else, or a job, or an experience externally. But for me, guys, the change always needs to start within, like an inner improvement. So, having said that, happy relationships are really, they keep me going. And it's really hard for me to not be able to feel like I can be myself with someone. But again, in order to do that, I gotta feel like I can be myself with me. And just not having that judgment mentality towards myself, then I'm actually more open with others. And in doing that, I'm much more open. They are much more open with me and honest with me. So I have maybe 2 relationships like buddies, like friends that I've known for a very, very long time. They knew me, like one of them knew me before I really started drinking. One of them knew me during, both of them knew me during the whole entire thing. And then now, having a relationship with them when I'm sober. And it's really interesting because they are not sober, but it's totally fine. Like, there's no judgment on either side. And we're really able to just accept each other for who they are, who each other are, in this present moment. And it's just beautiful to be able to have these different perspectives and to have them support me 100% and I support them 110%. Sorry, both support each other 110%. And just being able to have that encouragement and not feel like, I can't hang out with them because they're not sober, or vice versa. It's really, really amazing. And then also to be able to have the relationship that I have with my very first mentor. I actually called him a couple days ago. I think yesterday. Yeah, like yesterday. And he really helped me with making this decision about work and about my job. And just, even though like he's not my direct mentor, I'm on the West Coast, he's on the East Coast, he can still speak to me as a friend and also as a guide. And honestly, like, I can take it or leave it. 9 times out of 10, I always listen and try to absorb the information that he's giving me. But it's always very, very beneficial. And I can say whatever I want to him, and he can say whatever he wants to me, but we can be ourselves. And there's, again, no judgment. And it's just a beautiful relationship with ourselves as individuals. So then that's what we kind of bring to the table as friends. And it's incredible. So into like a relationship with like my family, I struggled for a long time with my relationship with my father. And after making amends to him through the process of recovery and allowing that relationship to heal, we now have a relationship that is incredible. I am so comfortable with myself. I can be like 100% open and honest with him. And in doing that, he has blossomed into this incredible mentor and guide that I look up to now. And not that I didn't before, but I didn't know how, and just having that relationship of both of us growing as individuals. And then now we're able to be whole together instead of like two halves trying to make a whole. And with that, I'll go into romantic relationships. Romantic relationships for me, while I was in my addiction, was incredibly just toxic. There's no other word. It was just toxic, and a lot of unconsciousness at like a deep spiritual, emotional level. And in this process of doing some inner improvement work, that is for damn sure, doing some inner work, I was able to finally be whole, and then therefore attract a mate that is on her own journey. And we encourage each other to love ourselves. Does that make sense? So one of the most amazing things that I do right now, and an amazing tool, is I love telling her to love herself. Love yourself, because she's such a giver. I think for me, I've always been like such a giver. She works in the medical field, and she just constantly like sharing so much love with others that I feel like sometimes how easily we forget that, oh my gosh, like it is my responsibility. It is my job, me, Jeff, to love myself. And nobody else can love me the way that I can love me. And that goes from spiritual, emotional, and even a physical way. And in physical, I mean, like, I do this qigong practice where, like, I do taps and like slapping and like your head and your nose, and I'll probably do a video on that in the near future. Super, super energetic, release and get the lymphatic system going, and some amazing stuff. So great de-stressor. And just being able to have that openness with her to remind ourselves to be whole individuals, then it is a relationship that I could have never imagined, while in my addiction, or not being able to be a whole man and then having like actually something to offer. Before, I didn't have anything to offer, so I expected others to fill that void. So it's been an incredible journey, and it hasn't always been easy, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So I hope that was useful. I hope that was timely. I hope it was enjoyable for y'all. Don't forget to click on the link below. Hit a like if you liked it. Hit a dislike if you didn't like it. It's all good. Just so I know if you guys are liking these videos or not, which is totally cool. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and because there's going to be more videos like this in the near future. And go to the website, check out the podcast, check out the blog, and please subscribe to my email list. So, with that being said, I love you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And God bless. Bye.